This episode of the Amazing Nerdiverse is brought to you by motherfucking pizza rolls. It's a pizza rolled up in a cheese roll. Some of them have pepperoni. Eat them.
Hello and welcome to the Amazing Nerdiverse. I'm Jeff Grant.
I'm Steven Tukert.
It's a podcast where we talk about all things good and geeky that make up the Amazing Nerdiverse. We're talking movies, TV shows, video games, comic books, regular books.
E-books.
Yeah, sometimes.
Audiobooks. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Go fuck yourself. That's my immediate thought whenever someone does that. Hey, Jinx, you owe me... Oh, just go fuck yourself.
I'm not going to play your stupid game.
Hey, I don't owe you shit. I'm never going to give you a Coke.
Why?
Because you a little bitch.
Oh.
Alright, on this week's episode, we got some stuff to talk about.
Are we going to have the ceiling fan going?
God damn you.
I mean, does it really make a difference? Just leave it on. Who cares this time? Leave it on.
I thought I turned it off.
Oh. Leave all this in, though, by the way. This is good. People like to hear this. They need to know what the real, like, if anyone's listening and they're like, I think I want to start a podcast. Doesn't sound that hard. They need to know the real, like...
Do you have to start and then turn off the ceiling fan about a minute in every time because you forget?
Yeah. But then, like, even like a year later...
We always forget something.
A year later, you still fuck something up.
Yeah.
All right, what's on the docket
well,
first?
I wanted to talk about a couple of movies. Right at the top, we'll do some quick reviews. We didn't do, like, the video reviews or anything because...
Nobody wants to see us.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
No one wants to see you.
That's not very nice.
All right, so we wanted to talk about a couple of movies that I saw one, that we both saw another. I saw Tomb Raider last week.
Okay. Did she raid some tombs?
Not enough.
No.
She didn't raid enough tombs for my liking.
How many tombs out of 10 do you give it? Let's just jump to the end of it.
Well, you don't care, but I was really looking forward to this movie. I think the old ones that were... I haven't watched them in years, the ones with Angelina Jolie, but, like, I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to seeing this because I love the new game and stuff. So I was, I liked it. Like, I didn't love it.
Would you watch it again?
Yeah, maybe. Like, some point, a couple years down the road, go, oh, maybe if they do a sequel, which they could. I think it didn't make a whole lot here, but I think it did pretty well overseas, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Which some of the video game movies do that because they have a wide audience, those video games. It wasn't as, like, it was a smaller movie than I expected, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's only a few characters in it. Like, it's Laura Croft, Alicia Vikander. It's her dad, played by Dominic West. There's a dude, Daniel Wu is like her buddy in the movie. Like, I think his name is Lou Rin. And then Walton Goggins is the bad guy. Nick Frost has a very, like, pretty much a cameo.
Uh-huh.
He has, like, 2 scenes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, though. I liked his stuff. There wasn't a whole lot of humor in the movie. Those were the funnier scenes. They felt like they were, kind of almost felt like they were from a different movie. But, yeah, I thought it was fine. I mean, obviously they relied on CG for some stuff, like location type stuff, but the island just didn't have any real sense of, like, ooh, like, wonder or anything. Yeah. Like, in the game, the island has, like, crazy stuff going on in this.
Like what? Aliens? Monsters?
I don't know, it's just a bigger thing. There's like a little more of a supernatural angle to it, and this has a little bit of that stuff in there as well, but
she fight Bigfoot?
It wasn't nearly as big as I was expecting. No, she didn't.
Oh, no.
Pass. Yeah, I had some problems. It just felt like a very super condensed version of what the story could have been. Like, not what it was based on what the video game was, but this movie, it could have been a different thing, taking its cues, and this movie did take its cues mostly from the newer games. There's like 1 or 2 references to the old games, I feel, to stuff that were, like, made prominent in the older games. And I feel like this first movie can be that, and the second movie can kind of maybe graduate a little bit to more of the kind of stuff from the original games with the guns and all that fun stuff. But I don't know, man. There was a lot of stuff that I felt like could have happened a lot sooner in the movie, and then by the time you get certain things in it, it's the end of the movie. You're like, oh, okay. But I think Alicia Vikander was pretty good as Lara Croft, and so I'd like to see her again. Yeah, I think I give it like
how many tombs?
How many tombs? I give it a 7 out of 10 tombs.
That's a lot though for something.
What?
You're giving it a pretty high rating. It doesn't seem like you enjoyed it all that much though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I wanted to enjoy it a lot more. It turned out just being okay.
Okay.
Like for me, like. And maybe this is why my ratings often seem pretty generous, but for me, anything 6 and under isn't great because that's the Rotten Tomatoes like break of it. So like anything 6 and over for me is a positive review. Anything 6 and less is negative.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 should be. Yeah. But you can give something a 5.5 and your version of that is positive, but on Rotten Tomatoes that would still be negative just because of their weird system.
Stupid.
So that's why I go based on that. So
we should rate Rotten Tomatoes.
I hardly ever for movies like go lower than like 4 or something, just because I have to really hate a movie.
What's the movie you've hated the most?
What's that one that you made that time?
Teen Proof.
Yeah. No. I would say Catwoman. Probably one of the worst movies that we ever subjected ourselves to. God. We made ourselves watch that. Like,
how bad could it be?
Yeah.
And, woof.
They showed us.
Boy, were we wrong.
Some of the really, really bad movies that I hated.
How did she get powers in it? Did she get cat powers?
Dude, you're asking me to remember the plot details of a movie that I immediately regretted watching. I don't ever want to remember having lived through that. Okay, yeah, so Tomb Raider was like 7 out of 10, but then let's jump over now to Pacific Rim Uprising. We just got back from seeing that. Since you saw that one, what do you think?
I thought it was good. I thought the story might have been a little lacking.
Yeah. There was some dialogue. The writing was the bigger faults in the movie, I felt.
I was entertained visually with like all the fight scenes.
Yeah.
But I felt like I could have been more emotionally invested. And I just wasn't.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of characters in this one, like, and like there's a few characters returning from the first movie, and I felt like that's where most of my problems lied. Is like I just didn't really necessarily like how they use this particular character in this movie.
Yeah.
Like what they did with them, like the way the character was written and stuff. And that was a bummer. And then there was
talking about the twists
and stuff like that, and even just basic, like, just basically like how they wrote certain characters. We're not spoiling anything in these reviews, so I don't want to go too there, especially because this movie's not even out yet at the time of this recording. So
yeah, let's just spoil it.
Feels weird to spoil it.
Not as good as the first to me.
Not quite, but there was things I liked more about it. I like John Boyega as a lead better than Charlie Hunnam for this movie, because Charlie Hunnam, I love him on like Sons of Anarchy, but in Pacific Rim he was like kind of boring. I rewatched it last night and he's not given a whole lot in it.
Yeah,
I feel. It's one of the things I wasn't super bummed that he didn't come back for this movie.
Did he die in the first one?
No.
I can't remember who, because I remember there was like a big sacrifice play, but I can't remember who all was.
It was Idris Elba and the son of the man that there was an older guy and his son that were Jaeger pilots. And the father I can't remember. I was watching it last night and I already forgot. I was like falling asleep when I was watching it. I forgot why the father couldn't pilot anymore, but so the son had to work with Idris Elba, and they kind of sacrificed themselves to save the day at the end.
Yarp.
And allowed for Charlie Hunnam and Mako, I think they were calling him Mako, to go into the rift and blow it up and close the rift.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. This movie, the rift is closed at the end of the last movie. So it's 10 years later. There hasn't really been an incident, but the Jaegers are still very active and stuff. And those are the things, like the way they use the Jaegers and the Kaiju in this movie, that I was kind of hoping for a little more stuff.
It wasn't, because it wasn't new this time around, I don't think, for me. You know what I mean?
They didn't really surprise you with anything new that you...
Yeah, I mean, it was cool fight scenes.
Actually, for me, I feel like some of the new elements were the stuff that I didn't quite like as much. But I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you're right. Yeah, it was cool fight scenes. Like, the action was great. I did appreciate that a lot of the action was during the day.
Yeah.
And so I could really see what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, the first movie, you can see it fine, because the whole time there's, like, helicopters flying around, they're shining lights down and stuff. And, like, I don't know, like, but I loved seeing it during the day and just kind of really seeing what's going on and stuff. And that's one of the differences between this movie and, like, the Transformers movies and stuff. I feel like the CGI and stuff is cleaner in this movie.
And they pull the camera back.
Yeah, and you can see stuff a lot better. Yeah, instead of being all up in their grills and shit during the action scenes. Like, it's like a Jason Bourne movie, but with robots. CG robots. Like, how the fuck can you tell anything that's going on? Yeah, this one wasn't that, and I appreciate that. So the action stuff, all that stuff was great.
Mm-hmm.
There's some great like humor and stuff in this movie, more so than the first movie with John Boyega, because he's a naturally like charming, funny guy. So I like that stuff. And the girl, there's a new girl, like a younger girl in there. I liked her, but there's a whole group of cadets and stuff that are just.
It's kind of made out to be like this ragtag group of like, young kids, ish. But like, I didn't get enough time with them to see why they were like.
Basic bitches?
Why they were like this ragtag group, like, oh, everyone else is gone, but we can do it.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they probably cut some scenes with them.
Yeah.
It feels like they could have done that. Because there was one moment where, like, you know, they get introduced and then you come back and then, like, I feel like a lot of time passes before you come back to that girl character again.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I forgot about them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more time spent with some of them to be emotionally more invested.
Yeah.
That'd be yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. It didn't completely ruin
I didn't hate it.
The series for me. I think they can keep going with it, and that'll be.
It didn't have the same director, did it?
No, it was Stephen S. Knight, the guy that took over season 1 of Daredevil.
Okay.
After Drew Goddard left.
So that's why all the Jaegers were blind.
Yeah. I mean, I would have liked Guillermo to come back, but it seems like he made the right choice.
Yeah.
He won Best Picture and Best Director this year, so probably made the right call.
Mm.
But I love him playing with any kind of giant monsters or smaller monsters. I don't know how to be giant. He likes monsters, man, and I love that about him. Mm. But what would you give this movie?
Maybe a 6.
6 out of 10 bowls of ice cream?
Yes.
With all the toppings?
Yes.
Yes.
At first I thought you were being random, but then I was like, oh yeah.
I was gonna say 6 as well.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.5.
Whoa. Easy, hotshot.
Yeah.
Gonna get yourself killed.
But like I said, like, because I don't know, 6.5 I feel like works for me because 6 is right on. I'm setting up my scoring situation, and 6 is like right on the line of any worse, and it would just be a bad movie for me that I did not enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the whole time I wasn't going like, oh, I fucking hate this. I was just going like, this is fine.
Yeah. Didn't blow me away. It wasn't as exciting as I wanted to, because I loved the first movie when it came out.
Yeah, the first one was great. I liked
really
the music.
excited for it. Yeah.
Music is really good.
Yeah, like, I realized I haven't watched this movie all that much. I saw it when it came out in theaters, and I might have seen it one more time after that, and then I saw it again last night, and I was like, this music, like, I remember this music still.
Yeah.
Like it's one of, I mean, like, I can't pull it from memory and just go, like, hum it or anything, but, like, hearing it, I'm like, yeah, this is the music for Pacific Rim. I like it. Like, it kind of has a very recognizable sound to it.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to say about Pacific Rim?
I'd say, maybe wait for Redbox. I wouldn't spend $10 on it.
Yeah, that's why you gotta have Movie Pass. This week's episode of The Amazing Nerdiverse is brought to you by Movie Pass.
And pizza rolls.
It's not, by the way, brought to you by Movie Pass, but I love Movie Pass.
Or pizza rolls.
No, it's not. I mean, if the question is, are we fueled by pizza rolls and Movie Pass? Like, yeah, that's like, yeah, we're sustained on those things, and that's what keeps us going to do this podcast.
Hot cheese and tortillas.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to say we reviewed those. Seeing Ready Player One next week, so we'll probably be doing a review for that one because I'm really looking forward to that movie. I'm excited to see it, and I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about. All right, now let's talk about the news. All right, so the new Avengers Infinity War trailer dropped.
No, it didn't.
Oh, you don't believe me?
No.
You should watch it.
Oh. That was amazing.
Yeah, and we're back. No time passed at all. Yeah, so what did you think about the trailer, man?
Loved it.
I mean, holy the fuck. Like, it was awesome. I still love that they're not giving away too much. Like, they're just showing just the right amount of little bits, a couple little jokes here and there and stuff like that, and you're pretty much seeing all the characters. And that's what's good about this movie. There are so many characters that the trailer can just be, all right, show Vision for a second.
It's basically literally just like a still shot of all of them standing around. You're like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, like, the whole trailer can, like, it'll take you the whole trailer just to show each character once.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's kind of cool, except for Hawkeye.
And Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Although we don't know necessarily if Ant-Man was in the trailer or not.
No.
We can't tell. He
No.
might have been there.
He might have been there.
He could eat, like, in that jungle scene where they're all running at the camera.
Yeah.
He could easily be on Captain America's shoulder.
Yeah.
Easily.
Has anybody, like, went through the video? I mean, I'm sure some nerd has gone through the trailers frame by frame to see if Ant-Man is in there.
What if... This is me speculating.
While we're on this topic of Ant-Man, like, they released a bunch of new posters for, like, Entertainment Weekly and stuff. Or not posters, covers of Entertainment Weekly with all the different characters and stuff. There's, like, it's saying there's 23 main characters and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then they released a cover with everybody but Hawkeye, of course. And then they released a couple of Empire magazine covers with, like, 4 or 5 characters on them. And one of them does have Ant-Man. It's the one with Iron Man and Cap. And I think Shuri and someone else, I can't remember. But and then I think Black Widow. And then it has very little, like, up at the top in the P of Empire. Mm-hmm. You can see a little speck there, and it looks like Ant-Man.
What if in that jungle scene, Ant-Man is on Cap's shoulder as they're all running the camera? Because then, like, later when he's, like, holding Thanos' hand.
What if he's holding it too?
Yeah, like, what if, like, he just runs along Cap's arm, hops up onto...
What if he crawls, like, underneath one of the gyms and pops open and pops the gym out?
Fuck.
Maybe that's why he's only got 2 gems in the thing. Maybe he had 3 and Ant-Man cost him 1.
Then he runs up Thanos' arm, jumps up onto his shoulder, dive bombs into his ear, and just busts out his eardrum. Right?
He just farts in his ear and then grows.
He just farts on his neck. Infinity War.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. What else stuck out to you in the trailer? Favorite moments, lines.
Just seeing Star-Lord and Iron Man talking.
Yeah, I like that.
Having a heartfelt conversation.
I like that. He was talking about, like, I love the plan and all, but the only thing is it sucks. Like, I gotta let me make the plan now because it'll be good. I like that, and then you gotta...
there's one shot of Rocket. He's looking kind of scared.
Yeah.
He's like, I think we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
That's kind of what his face is telling me.
Well, like, I did read an interesting thing, headline. I don't know if I really read the whole... No, I'd read that article. I think, whatever, dude. I'm tired.
It's fine.
I'm crashing now. I got food and all that stuff in me, and now I'm crashing. But I read something about how Rocket reacts to the superheroes. He's not impressed. He doesn't come from a world where there's superheroes and stuff like that.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit. He's a talking raccoon.
Yeah. He don't give a shit about Captain America, man.
He's pretty much already seen it all.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of funny, and I'm curious to see, like, just all those little interactions and stuff. Who's going to be... Like, the 2 characters that interact, and, like, you're like, oh, I love them 2 together, and now you never would have known it.
I mean, honestly, all they have to really do, for me, is just have them all just kind of talk to each other. That'd be enough for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, what if Hawkeye and Groot, like, really get along?
Broing out?
Yeah.
They might.
He's, like, making, like, branches, and he's turning them into arrows, and he's shooting...
Would he be able to continue? He'd be able to continuously grow arrows for him, right?
I don't know, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, because he could grow shit in the first movie.
Yeah.
Even though it's
It'd
a different
have to go
version.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't just always walk around with...
He grew into that crazy big thing to protect them, and he died right after that, but I don't know.
I hate that.
Yeah. But, like, why... It's taking him a while to grow to full size. If he can just grow at any time, why wouldn't he just want to grow?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
What else stuck out? Oh, the tag at the end with Spider-Man.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like that to me stood out as like we're setting up the new Avengers after this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
like
I think
after
it's gonna
all
be.
these people are gone.
I think it's gonna be Spidey, Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Yep.
At least those three. Those are the guys that are gonna hold it up. They're the new Cap, Thor, and Iron Man.
Yeah.
I think if we have one original Avenger that sticks around on the team, it might be Black Widow.
Yeah. Which is crazy because she's a normal human.
Yeah, but she's like, I mean, she's more than a normal human. She's a trained assassin and all this stuff.
Karate.
She's a legit badass. Like,
of the Avengers, her and Hawkeye should be dead.
If they were any regular person, but they're not. They're badasses.
Yeah, but we're talking like
Badass.
Thanos.
Well, yeah, I'm with Thanos. I mean, we're not going to see Hawkeye and Thanos in a boxing match.
I would fucking love
Me
to watch.
too. I would.
But like, if Hawkeye goes out like that, but he's like not scared, he's like, yeah, let's fucking do this.
He's like, you know what? Throws the bow down. I'm going to fucking just throw some bones.
Thanos just claps his head together.
What else stood out in there?
Doctor Strange getting got.
Yeah, there's a lot of shots of these characters looking like they're in some trouble.
Yeah.
Iron Man's getting punched and
Yeah.
Spider-Man's
Iron
getting
Man
chokeslammed
didn't
in the
get
first
punched.
trailer.
Iron Man got decked.
Is that shot in this trailer again?
Not in this one.
But in the first one it was.
Yeah, and I
the
think we're
same with
seeing the
Spider-Man
aftermath in
chokeslam.
this one because like he's kind of sitting there looking like he's just seen some shit. But like if you
Yeah.
look closely, like his armor's all torn up and stuff.
Yeah, but he's got the bleeding edge armor in this, which I did a little bit of research on, and to me, it sounds like it could be along the lines of what Black Panther has in the movie, where like he's got the medallion and stuff, and the suit kind of comes out of that and covers him head to toe.
How do you think vibranium's gonna hold up to what's his face? Thanos.
Like hold up against like his. I mean, he can just like snap his fingers and do whatever he wants if he's got all those gems.
Does he get them all?
So far, all the trailers I've seen, he's got 2, and I'm like, is this all from the beginning of the movie, or because he's got to get all of them at one point, right?
I fucking hope not.
I mean, yeah, but like, he's got to, right? Like, you can't just set something up like that up and not get all. I mean, or if he gets all 6, that's the end and it's over immediately because all
If
he
he
has to
gets
do is
all
snap
of
his
them,
finger.
he can time travel, right?
No, he just needs the time.
No, but I mean, if he can time travel if he wants. If he has that
if
one.
he has that particular
So
gem.
what if he wipes out half the universe, including most of the Avengers, and for whatever reason, I don't know what, but like time travels back?
I mean, I think the second movie, the Avengers 4, is going to have a lot of time travel involved based on what
Yeah.
set pics have shown of them filming, like
Yeah, there's
stuff from the
Battle
original
of New York
Avengers and stuff
again.
like that. Yeah,
But like Ant-Man is there.
yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know why, but that's been my favorite, like, of the big event in the Marvel. That first Avengers, it's the Battle of New York. It's it's become such an iconic thing within the universe now.
Uh-huh.
They mention it all the time, even on like the Netflix shows and all that stuff. Like that's the one touchstone for everybody. That's when the world changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a big important moment to go back to, but I'm wondering because I guess they bring up Sokovia a bit and like Civil War and stuff after that.
Yeah.
But I want this to be the next thing. Like I
think it's
people are definitely going to be talking about. Remember that time that purple motherfucker showed up?
You can't not
That
do
grimace looking motherfucker.
Like you can't like the Netflix shows like you can't just not say.
But then again, it is in Wakanda, and Wakanda's like a hidden nation. Maybe
Yeah,
that's...
but in the last one they're like, "Hey everybody, we're so."
Spoilers. We didn't say too much, I don't think.
For what?
Black Panther.
Dude, made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I guess that's the thing. Once it makes $1 billion, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, because everybody's seen it.
Yeah. All right.
Except for me.
You know what everyone didn't see?
What?
Justice League.
God.
Justice League officially ended its theatrical run as the lowest, for lack of a better term, like DCEU film.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's not what it's called. And some reporter made that up, and everyone's just been running with it. It's not the DC Extended Universe. But
Yeah, why do they call it the Extended Universe?
I don't know. I never loved it. Just the DCU, man. That's what they called it in the comics, the DC Universe. Just make the movies the same thing. DCU. Yeah, that's a bummer. That Justice League. The big one, yeah.
That it should be like $1 billion thing.
Yeah, at least. And yeah, all the other movies have made more. So that's a bummer. I feel like, see, this is the thing. I feel like they both have the DC and Marvel as a whole, like Marvel, like not just MCU, but all the other, Fox and Sony and all the movies they've made over the years. They both have their fair share of misses and failures and stuff, but I feel like DC's failures hit harder than Marvel's. They're like, they reach the lower of lows, like with those, like, I mean, just like, okay, so like, stuff Marvel's misses and stuff, you got like Iron Man 2, all the Fantastic Four movies.
I would say I'd still watch Iron Man 2, though. That's like
yeah. And Thor: The Dark World. Those are probably the two least.
Yeah, but if
enjoyable.
you were to tell me like, hey, let's put those on, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
I'd still watch them and be like, all right, that's good.
The Fantastic Fours.
Nah,
any of those, especially that last one.
Especially.
Blade Trinity. The first two were great. Blade Trinity.
Oh, it's a shame we won't get like a Killmonger versus Captain America for like a hot minute.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Battle of the Human Torches.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Some of the X-Men movies, Ghost Rider movies, Daredevil, Hulk, Ang Lee version. I like Incredible Hulk, but some people don't.
I do.
So those are some of those are pretty bad. None of those are great that I just mentioned, but then again, look at the DC. I mean, Justice League, Suicide Squad, both critically. I mean, the only critical I think Man of Steel was kind of mixed, but was still mostly okay as far as like reactions.
Yeah, I liked it.
Reviews and stuff. And Wonder Woman was huge, but all the other ones like Batman vs Superman, Justice League, Suicide Squad, all very low reactions and stuff. The films have their fans and stuff, but like you also have like Superman 3 and 4, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, Green Lantern, Jonah Hex, Constantine to a certain extent, Catwoman in every conceivable extent.
God,
like, I mean, those are, I think what do you think? I mean, lowers the DC films have lower lows.
Yeah.
Just with like Jonah Hex, and I don't know, because I think they really swing for it. They really go for it sometimes, man. And they choose some of the films that they've, like, of those that I've named, they've chosen some outside of the box. Like, Superman and Batman were the only movies they did for a long time, but then they was like, you know what? Let's do Constantine, or let's do Jonah Hex, like, instead of, and even like Green Lantern, like, instead of Wonder Woman or The Flash.
Yeah, why go that far out of the box when you haven't even
laid those foundations?
You got like your big 7 or big 8.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. Like, it's really strange to me that they go in those directions, but they go for it, man. So while we're on the DC train here, let's talk about Deadline reported this. Ava DuVernay, the director of Selma and A Wrinkle in Time, she's going to be directing The New Gods for DC.
What is that?
The New Gods are, they were created by Jack Kirby. After he left Marvel, he went over to DC and was like, I'm going to create this whole fucking little universe thing of these characters and stuff. She actually tweeted a quote of him, like in an image, and it said, "Our dreams make us large," is a quote from him. And then she said, "Thank you, Jack Kirby." The New Gods, Steppenwolf. Everyone loves Steppenwolf. His nephew Darkseid.
Wait, say
his
that again?
Son, what?
Steppenwolf's nephew is Darkseid?
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
It's weird to me.
Steppenwolf is Darkseid's uncle.
That just sounds weird.
They're family.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing. Like, this whole group of, like, the New Gods is this.
But why is his nephew more powerful and awesome than he is?
He just is, man.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound like it should be the uncle.
Yeah.
The older one should be the more powerful, whatever. But I don't know. But yeah. So characters include Steppenwolf, Darkseid, Darkseid's son Orion, Big Barda.
Just Ryan?
Orion.
Oh.
His son Ryan. You got Big Barda, her husband Mr. Miracle, There's the 2 planets of New Genesis, which is ruled by the High Father, and then Apocalypse, which is ruled by Darkseid. It was Grady Goodness is from this world and stuff, and yeah, all of these characters for the Jack Kirby created and stuff. They're gonna make a New Gods movie, which, again, like I said, that they really go for it with the decisions of what. I don't know.
It sounds like a whole bunch of supervillains.
Well, I mean, I think that the New Genesis and Apocalypse are kind of like at odds, like they butt heads and stuff. So it'd be like a kind of fight between the two of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the comics are super popular. I just don't know much about them. I haven't read about them. They're really like, beloved by the people that read them and stuff like that. People like, this is the shit.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I haven't read them. I'd like to. I haven't found any like collections or whatever and stuff. And I think they might have the single issues on Comixology.
It just seems a little obscure to me, and it might be a little difficult for me to kind of get into. You
didn't know who Guardians of the Galaxy was, though.
That's true.
But that was Marvel doing it.
Yeah, that's kind of the...
It's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ava DuVernay, I mean, she's super talented. A Wrinkle in Time, I don't think it's got the best reviews.
Yeah.
But I heard a lot of people say it might not all be her fault. It might be some of the writing and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't know.
So why does she want to do this, though?
I don't know.
Instead of, like...
Well, people asked her in interviews and stuff, like, for some people thought she was either going to do a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie.
Uh-huh.
And I've been hearing people talk about her doing a Star Wars movie for a long time. And someone asked her, I think someone from Collider asked her, what would you rather do next, a Star Wars movie or a Marvel movie? And she was like, neither. I was like, whoa. And like, so you thought maybe she was going to go on and do like something smaller next or something like that. But no, she was like, New Gods. Like, whoa. And like a while back, like I think December, someone asked her favorite superhero, and she said Big Barda. So like, yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Big Barda's a cool character.
Is it?
Yeah. She was part of the Justice League, like during Grant Morrison's run in like the late 90s, 2000s-ish, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, they're super popular
Tell her
characters.
to do
and
Martian Manhunter instead.
Why? Because you know that one?
Yeah. So does a lot of other people.
A lot of people know this too, though.
I think if we did a tweet poll, more people would know Martian Manhunter than New Gods.
Yeah, maybe from that. But Darkseid, I mean, yeah, Steppenwolf, everyone knows who Steppenwolf is now from Justice League. I mean, that's not the best example, but I'm saying people who know who Steppenwolf is. I mean, you've heard of a lot of these, dude. Steppenwolf, Darkseid. Have you never heard of Orion? Like, I've at least heard of him. Big Barda. I've seen her in stuff, like animated stuff.
I don't know if I've seen...
Mr. Miracle is a character that I hear a lot of people talking about. He's like an escape artist.
I think I've seen him in the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah.
That's about it, though.
Granny Goodness was in Smallville, dude.
Whoa. Was she?
Yeah.
When?
In season 10.
Okay.
Like, when they were doing the Darkseid stuff.
Ah.
It's all for Darkseid. and this podcast...
Oh, they should have done Steppenwolf in Smallville.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Like, Steppenwolf was like, who the fuck is Steppenwolf? Like, when they did this, such a dumb choice. All right.
Who the fuck is Steppenwolf?
For real.
Why that's so funny to me.
And like, after seeing the movie, who the fuck is Steppenwolf? Anyway. So let's talk about somebody who did sign on to do some Star Wars. Jon Favreau is going to direct it. He's going to create a new live-action Star Wars TV show. It's going to be part of the Disney streaming service.
I'm still laughing from your Steppenwolf.
I mean, who the fuck is he? I mean, these are the questions. These are the important questions that we need answered.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, that's what a New Gods movie could provide. Could let us know who the fuck Steppenwolf is.
Did he die in Justice League, or did he just?
He just got
fucked off to.
No, they defeated him, and he was afraid. So then his parademons attacked him, and then he boom tubed on up back to Apocalypse.
He fucked off.
Yeah, he just fucked off.
Wait, he got scared and fucked off.
Yeah, because remember the parademons are attracted by fear, and he realized at that point he was outmatched, and all the parademons started like they started realizing
zero loyalty.
they just smelled fear on him, and he was like, oh fuck, they beat me.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, he did. I have the digital copy. I watched the subtitles.
I wish he was like that.
It's
That
like,
kind of
fuck.
cadence. That kind of just like,
Oh,
fuck.
What do I do? Oh, this is pretty scary. That guy with the red cape's pretty tough.
Oh shit, he's smiling.
Oh no.
What's wrong with his lip?
Oh no, the girl's looking at me.
What's wrong with that man's lip? And he gets scared and runs away.
The parademons like swarm him, and he just gets boom tubed on the fuck up to Apocalypse.
Okay. Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah, Jon Favreau's doing a live action Star Wars TV show that's going to be part of the Disney streaming service. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Do you?
Nope.
Do you think they could? I mean, if I would have thought about this question like 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, I would say that it'd be really hard to do a Star Wars TV show. But some of this, like Game of Thrones, like if they throw enough money at it, they can make a pretty great TV show. And the budget, I mean, yeah, sure, the budget is a factor in like going from film to TV, but I think they can pull Star Wars off now.
Yeah, probably.
I'm excited. Like
what's the story going to be? Though?
We don't know yet.
Just a whole all new.
Yeah.
That takes place.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Sure.
Like that's the thing. We don't know the details of any of these new things that have been announced by like the trilogy that Rian Johnson's doing, the film series that the Game of Thrones guys are doing, Jon Favreau. We don't know where any of this shit's gonna be set. But any new Star Wars, I'm down for.
Yeah.
There's so many stories they could tell. There's so many cool things they could do in that universe. TV show.
And they could definitely still talk about some of the bigger things that have happened and mention it, and that'd be fun to hear.
I mean, shit, depending on when it's set, you might have actors appear and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool if, like, you had, like, said something with, like, you have the Emperor and you have Ian McDermott come in there and play the Emperor again.
Because he's cheap.
I don't know if
I mean, he's far less expensive than, like, a Mark Hamill.
But I feel like he would do it.
Yeah, that's
Mark
why.
Mark Hamill would do it, too, yeah.
Yeah, but for some money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gotta get
It would depend on when it was set.
Yeah.
The hashtag show revealed that Luke Cage showrunner Cheo Hodari Coker is going to write the Spike Lee directed Night Watch movie for Sony.
What's that?
Night Watch, it's going to take place in their Spider-Man universe with like Venom and Silver and Black and Morbius. He's a character. He looks a lot like Spawn. Like, that's the thing that everyone keeps saying. He looks like Spawn. Like, in the first image I saw, I was like, oh, is that Spawn? No, that's this Night Watch dude. But he's like a guy that appears in, the Spider-Man corner of the Marvel Comics universe. But it's kind of a cool story. Like, he's a guy that he's got something going on, and I think he's trying to save someone's life and find the cure for a disease or whatever. And then he comes across a superhero getting his ass kicked by a bunch of bad guys. He comes in and
Iron Man?
chases people off.
Hawkeye?
No, Night Watch. And he chases them off, and then he takes off the superhero's mask, and it's himself. And it's like, what the fuck? And like that's kind of the inciting incident for the character in the comics or whatever. So that right there is like, okay, that's a cool idea that I would be down to see.
He saves Hawkeye.
Saves Hawkeye, and Hawkeye just like, oh, you won, and then like he just gives him like an IOU, and
he just throws down his arrows and says, "I'm done with this. Fucking sick of it.
Can't even fight 3 guys.
Tired of yelling at me all the time.
Fuck am I gonna do with Thanos?
Shoot an arrow at him?
Maybe that's what happens in Infinity War. That's why he's not in any of the trailers. Just Thanos shows up and he's like, oh fuck, like bolts.
Just at normal speed, just running away.
Just fuck you.
But like, if Hawkeye shot an arrow into his eye, would it do anything, or would it?
I don't know. See, I don't know much
like
about
Thanos isn't looking. He's not really paying attention,
Yeah.
And Hawkeye just goes blast him in the eye.
I don't know. Like, is he like impervious to all pain or
I don't know.
attack. Yeah, I don't know enough about it. Or is he just super strong because he has these abilities that he wields with this Infinity Gauntlet?
With the fuck you gonna do about it gauntlet?
Yeah. Fucking ain't gonna do nothing.
Gauntlet.
That was my favorite arc from the comics.
You ain't nobody gauntlet.
But the Luke Cage guy's doing a superhero show in the Spider-Man universe with Spike Lee.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy. Night Watch, I don't know anything about him, but just going to be another vigilante-type character. Like a Spawn, like a Spider-Man, like a Venom, like any of that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Call him Sprite Watch.
All right.
You just watch Sprite.
This is another report, again from the hashtag show. The new Spider-Man Homecoming sequel they're looking to cast their main villain and like a supporting role in the film. Apparently a lot of the film is going to take place outside of the US, like somewhere in Europe or something.
Outer space.
Yeah. It's like, this is where I live now. But like, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it might be like how in...
So we know Spider-Man lives.
Dude, there's no way they're going to kill Spider-Man this early.
But like, here's like whoever he's fighting, after you go one-on-one with Thanos.
Yeah.
Bitch, you ain't nobody to me.
Fuck off, shocker.
Just... Did you not see the 10-foot purple man I fought?
You ain't shit.
He said, "Yonk."
Just flicks him in the forehead and he just passes out. But yeah, like so I'm thinking this is gonna be like Spider-Man Homecoming was, where they went to DC.
Uh-huh.
Maybe in this one, for some reason or another, they go on a trip to Europe or something like that. There's also so basically they're trying to cast a villain. They were looking for somebody who's either like, the villain is
Dr. Octopus German? He has some kind of accent, doesn't he? Austrian? Doesn't he?
No.
I thought he did.
Maybe in certain... what were you thinking of?
The cartoon.
The cartoon?
They gave him an accent of sorts.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Like a mad scientist type.
Well, I mean, it was more like... It was definitely like a European...
Maybe it was just the guy they cast.
Why would they bother?
Why
wouldn't they just...
Cast a white guy like every other role? Okay, we get it, Steven. We get your agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who voiced him on that show.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure I could Google it.
You could.
I'm not going to.
All right.
No. So the villain is he's either a European or he's based in Europe. They were looking for someone 30 to 45 who has quote unquote elevated ideas. The character does. Is it open to any gender and ethnicity, which means they'll cast a white guy. That's them covering their ass this time, because remember Sony a couple years ago, they had the list of things that Spider-Man had to be.
Well,
like, he had
Peter
to be
Parker
white. He has to be straight. Yeah. People didn't like that, so they're like, it can be anybody. I mean, we're gonna cast a white guy, but it can be anybody. So I don't know. Based on that description, I'm wondering maybe
Morbius.
I don't know, because Sony is going to be doing a Morbius. They're talking about doing a Morbius movie, but Chameleon can be a good European character or something like that.
Pretty sure Dr. Octopus is not from the States. Pretty sure. Fairly positive.
It doesn't have to be.
I would like it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just like him having an accent.
Yeah. But are they going to do Dr. Octopus second again?
Yeah, why not?
They did Dr. Octopus second, and the first go around. Can't do the same order.
Why not?
I don't know.
They've done the Joker a bunch of times.
Yeah. But not always in the first movie or second movie or whatever.
Yeah, but it's really good.
Yeah. I just don't see them doing Doc Ock in the two-hole again. You know what I mean?
God.
Alright. So yeah, they're casting villain. They're also casting a male lead.
The Rhino?
18 to 24. I doubt they're going anywhere near the Rhino again after last time. That's so fresh in everybody's... Those
yeah, but
wounds
Marvel
still
would do
sting.
it correctly.
They would.
They would say, "All right, look, stupid. This is how you do Rhino."
Yeah. So basically, they're looking for another male lead, 18 to 24. someone able to hold their own against Tom Holland. The speculation is that the character ties into the villain, so maybe he might be related somehow.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe they're going for like a European Norman Osborn, and this is Harry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want them to do Norman Osborn, but I'm okay with them not doing Harry right away.
Yeah.
Like I've got an ass full of Harry.
Yeah.
You got a hairy ass full.
All right.
Okay. But yeah, but do Norman Osborn. He doesn't have to just leave Harry out of it. Maybe come in down the line and go, "Oh, my son is transferred." Maybe his son gets kicked out of private school and has to go to public school with
Who would you pick for
Peter.
Norman Osborn?
Norman Osborn?
Do you have a besides Idris Elba?
I don't. You know what the defining thing for me is with Norman Osborn? The way they've always drawn.
The hair?
The hair.
Yeah. It's a weird haircut.
It's weird, like
wave.
the way that's drawn and stuff. And I don't know. I'd find somebody with that haircut.
Bryan Cranston?
No. But like I don't know.
Tom Hanks.
I was thinking just how amazing it would be if you remember you said, and we got Michael Keaton as a Vulture. That's awesome. If we get Mark Hamill as Dr. Octopus, what you were saying last time, that would just be great casting. That would be like two of my favorite people are part of the Sinister Six. You got Batman and Luke Skywalker in there.
Should get George Clooney. Get all the Batmans.
They cast all the Batmans as all of the Sinister Six characters. That'd be insane.
Who would Christian Bale play? He'd be a good Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he?
Maybe. I was going to say Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer would be a great...
George Clooney's the Rhino.
Oh, dude. Don't even, like...
Don't fuck with me, alright?
But what if, like, he took that role and he was, like, all about it? Like, not a hint of, like, jokeness about it. Like, when he was like, no, I'm...
In no way is this below him to do this character.
Like, he's like, I'm gonna be the Rhino.
Yeah.
You will know my name as the Rhino from now on.
I am Rhino.
George, Rhino.
So they also talked about some early rumors have been, these aren't really new, I think these have been around for a little bit, but there were some rumors about Gwen Stacy as a foreign exchange student. And, that could kind of maybe play into the European thing of them going to Europe and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe that might be in there. And then there's going to be a new, like, femme fatale type character, who's some speculation has been that it could be Jessica Drew, who's a Spider-Woman. Like, that's cool. That would be cool if they introduced Spider-Woman into Spider-Man. It's like another excuse to do it. I mean, she's not specifically tied to him, but you could do it that way. You could introduce her through him. Any other thoughts? Any other guesses on possible villains for Spider-Man 2? Who would you do if you could do anybody, any villain?
I mean, I'd go Green Goblin or Dr. Octopus.
Yeah,
I just like those.
I want to see them done right. Like Dr. Octopus has definitely been done right. That's the best Spider-Man movie they've made.
Yeah,
but do him again. You can bring him into this because they're gonna need him to fill out the. I really want him to be on the Sinister Six.
Yeah,
he's always part of the Sinister Six. So. Yeah. If they're going to try to build to that, then have him involved at some point. Green Goblin.
I would say you could do Lizard way better.
Yeah, but what do you do different?
You not fuck it up.
Like, they pretty much did the Lizard.
Yeah, but
That's the Lizard. Like, he's just a lizard.
But they fucked up his face.
How are you gonna? Do you just say do it again just so he has the longer snout?
Kinda.
I guess.
I mean,
he could be a character that they don't waste a whole movie on to set him up. Like he could be the guy that you say he's the last one to come on board when you do the Sinister Six movie.
Or Mysterio.
Mysterio, I would love to see that. That's who I would do. Mysterio in the second movie.
You know they were gonna do a Spider-Man 4 back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you already hear all that?
I heard that it was supposed to be Vulture was supposed to be the bad guy, and Felicia Hardy was going to be his daughter.
And what's his face was going to be Mysterio.
Who?
Evil Dead.
Bruce Campbell?
Yeah.
I don't think that was.
No,
I think that was me.
That was like because like all the times like he had been in the movies
before. I don't think that was a real theory. That was always what I said I would like to see.
I saw storyboards.
Is that where I got that idea all those years ago? Because I always wanted him to play.
Yeah, they were gonna do it
Yeah.
in Spider-Man 4. They were gonna have like a quick like in the beginning of the movie, like him kind of thwarting Mysterio,
Yeah.
taking off that fish bulb.
Yeah. God, I would love that. that was another thing. If Bruce Campbell played Mysterio, like that's another like check off. Like all these Sinister Six characters are people that I adore, like from my childhood.
They should get Danny DeVito to play Dr. Octopus. Spider-Man.
He just pulls out a gun. Frank, you still got that gun? Yeah. All right. Deadpool 2 they're doing some reshoots. Soon, the movie's coming out in like two months, so they're doing reshoots and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah, kinda, but like
As long as it's not special effects,
yeah.
they're fine.
Yeah, I guess they are. They shouldn't have too much of that stuff. But they could add some really like super current jokes and stuff like that. But the rumors are that, you know, there came out some rumors that the test screenings went badly before, and people were saying, "Oh, this is bad. They're doing reshoots. The movie sucks. They're trying to save it and stuff." And then those were countered by Collider editor Steven Weintraub. He said that the sources say that his sources say that both screenings that they've done have gone really well. They've got 90% audience scores, and that the reshoots that they're supposed to be doing are really just about adding more Josh Brolin as Cable and more Zazie Beetz as Domino. Because those characters are going over really well, so they just want to have more of them in the movie. But yeah, like I said, I think they could add more current jokes and stuff, and the movie can be really that's cool if you can do that and add some really current shit in there. But yeah, I don't know. See, if the reshoots are all about adding more Cable, they are gonna have to do the green screen the arm.
For all of it, you don't think at any point he's wearing like a real thing on his arm?
I don't know.
I'd imagine for some of it, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just it would seem like make it easier.
Yeah. Maybe it gets blown off so they don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
Well, they'd still have to edit out the arm. You'd still have to wear that green sock.
Yeah, but do you think it would take more or less time to just make it not be there rather than make it metalish?
I don't know. Because either you're making the arm metal or you're digitally erasing that and adding in a background.
I mean, we're not talking about adding a mustache.
Yeah.
So this is...
It's not like super hard shit.
Fucking mustache.
So I'm so fucking excited about this. I've been crying about this for 3 years. They're finally doing it.
Aquaman?
No. Deadline broke the news yesterday as of this recording that Matt Ryan's Constantine is officially going to be joining Legends of Tomorrow Season 4 as our series regular. I'm stoked, over the moon about that. I've been calling about even last week's episode, which I was editing last night, and I was literally just talking about this, and now they're already adding. They're doing it.
Yep.
They're making my dreams happen. Now I'm just going to move on to bitching about they need to add Jonah Hex to the team full time.
Yeah.
He's as of this recording, the season finale hasn't aired yet. So Jonah Hex is going to be in the season finale, and I don't know in what capacity, but I'm eager to see that, and maybe some at the end of the season, maybe in the episode. For some reason, they're all in a situation where it's going to carry over into the next season. They're all going to have to work together for something, or for like maybe the season-long mission is something that they all need to be a part of. Be cool.
Be sweet.
Be super awesome, man. All right, Titans. Jason Todd is going to be appearing on Titans.
He's the bad one.
Yeah. It's an actor by the name of Curran Walters. He's from Girl Meets World. He's rumored to have been cast. And speaking of Titans, the 1 through 7, the episode names have been revealed. And it's gonna. I think that what they hint at is like a slow rollout of the characters over the course of the season. So, the first episode is called Titans. That's the pilot. Makes sense. It's the name of the show. Second episode is Hawk and Dove. So you're going to be establishing those guys in that episode, and then they're going to have an option to recur later on. Episode 3 is called Starfire. So I'm thinking, are they slowly going to one by one
Probably.
introduce these characters? Because this is Starfire.
I mean, it'd be easier to have like 2 or 3 in the very first, and then kind of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As I'm going through this list, I'm like, who's left to be in that first episode other than Nightwing? Because Starfire's episode 3, episode 4 is called Rachel, which I think Rachel might be Raven. I don't know. Maybe that Rachel's her human name that she goes by in this version of the character. I don't know if she was in the comics. I can't remember. I mean, I've read some of the old Teen Titans stuff, but I don't remember them ever calling her Rachel. Then episode 5 is Doom Patrol, which in the comics, Beast Boy came from Doom Patrol, so maybe this is where he gets introduced here. Beast Boy will be a part of that. Episode 6 is The Messenger, which is like the first one where I don't know who the fuck they're talking about. It's not named on a character. And episode 7 is Jason Todd.
Huh.
And so I'm betting the first episode of Titans is about Robin going from Robin to Nightwing.
Yeah.
Although the episode is called Titans, I don't know why.
Well, he could be leading the team at that point.
But what I'm saying, the first episode, if they're going to introduce these characters one by one as the show goes on, who are the Titans in that first episode?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And then that would be really cool if he's Nightwing throughout the season after that. Just first episode, you see him as Robin, he becomes Nightwing. And then you go on with the show, and then episode 7, you introduce the new Robin. And that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Establish, because you could do that with this show. If this show lasts long enough, you can kill Jason Todd off, in a season or 2, have him die, then bring in Tim Drake and stuff like that. And you can only just, from the periphery of Batman's family, the Bat family and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I heard rumors a while back that they were going to actually cast Bruce Wayne in this show. So I hope they do.
So he won't be in Gotham, but he will be in a show that's not about Batman.
Bruce Wayne is in Gotham. He's a dumb little kid.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe that's how they get around it in this show, is that he's Bruce Wayne but not Batman. He's Batman,
they're
but
getting around it the other one too.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why they don't do it. It's they only show you Bruce Wayne. They don't never show you Batman. But dude, then again, Supergirl, they had Superman, so they could always just say, yeah, we'll let you do that on this show because it's Robin and you need to. Just like Supergirl, you need to show Superman in that show.
Yeah.
They got around it for a season, and then they finally showed him, and then after they showed him, it's like, yeah, okay, we get it. He's there. He exists.
Yeah, that's all I want.
So I need every now and then you show Superman. And I'm not saying he has to prop her up or anything, but he's her cousin. He exists in that world. He's super famous. People know who he is.
Yeah.
Gotta show him once.
Yeah, just show him once.
Yeah, so do the same thing with Batman. And then, you can just have Nightwing estranged from Batman so he doesn't always seek him out and talk to him.
Yeah.
And it's only a rare thing where Batman is even involved in it. But set that shit up.
Yeah. Who is Steppenwolf?
For real, though.
What if Steppenwolf was, episode 12?
Episode 8 is Steppenwolf. Just Steppenwolf. Fuck, not again.
Titans beat the shit out of him. He gets all scared.
Just Nightwing just bludgeoning him with eskrima sticks.
Yeah.
Love it. I'd love it.
At the end of Justice League, though, when he gets sucked up into the boom tube,
yeah,
I legit thought his head got taken off.
Oh,
I was like, oh, that's metal. But then it was just his helmet. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, you guys almost got me, but no.
I like the idea of them just starting a trophy room, and that's their first trophy.
Just his head,
just his helmet. They put the heads of all their victims in the trophy room. One last news story I want to talk about.
Boo.
Nicolas Cage is finally going to get to play Superman.
Good.
In Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go to the movies. That's cool. That's just fun. We've been hearing that about Nicolas Cage was supposed to play Superman. We've seen some of those pictures. John Schnepp did that awesome documentary, The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. If you haven't seen that, that's a really great documentary. It's fascinating. This movie almost happened. I love those things. I wish John Schnepp would keep making movies about those. I would love him to do one about the Justice League Mortal, the one that...
I want to see what those costumes look like.
They just released an image of Superman today.
Did they?
Yeah. Look it up while I'm talking about this. But they just today released an image of what... It's DJ Carano or something like that was going to play... Superman. Just put Superman Justice League Mortal. It literally just today saw it. I'm not in love with it. He looks too young. He looks even younger than the guy that plays him on Supergirl.
Really?
Yeah. But so Nicolas Cage is going to voice Superman on this Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Someone pointed out this. I didn't even think about this. This is only the second DC animated film to be theatrically released after Batman Mask of the Phantasm. They've never did a wide theatrical release for any of their other movies. They've done a couple smaller limited release like the Killing Joke or
How do you spell that dude's name?
stuff like that. DJ something. I don't even know off the top of my head. But it's just Justice League Mortal Superman. So yeah, they've been casting the cast has been coming out for this movie. I'm sure they've been working on it for a while because it's animated. Yeah. Don't love it.
No red boots, huh?
Nope. As you can see though, they've been trying to get rid of the underwear for a while.
It's odd.
Yeah. It looks weird without the red boots and the red underwear. I'm okay without the red underwear if you're gonna lose it, but the boots, man, because then it's just the cape and the symbol.
You know what? Actually, I don't hate it.
Let me see. I hate the boots. I need the red boots. Otherwise,
I
the
wonder
suit
why they
looks
would go
alright.
with red. Why they would go with blue boots?
I don't know. But anyway, so they announced some more cast members. Halsey is gonna play Wonder Woman. Do you know who that is?
No.
I don't know either. It's just one name, Halsey.
Halsey.
No idea. I'm so out of touch with whatever the fuck people are going. And then Lil Yachty is playing Green Lantern.
Lil Yachty.
I have no idea. He's going to play the Jon Stewart Green Lantern. And Will Arnett is going to play Slade. Slade Wilson, Deathstroke.
That's good.
Although in the cartoon, they only called him Slade.
Yeah.
No last name, no Deathstroke. And then Kristen Bell is going to play a character named Jade Wilson. Wondering if there might be some relation. But that's the thing, he just called him Slade, so are they going to reveal that Slade's last name is Wilson, like in a kiddie cartoon kind of way? We're like, oh no, but like us comic book people's like, yeah, duh, Slade Wilson.
Duh.
Yeah, but she's going to play, and then Jade Wilson is a famous filmmaker that the Titans are trying to persuade to make their movie. I think that's what this movie is all about, is the Titans trying to get a movie made about them. Because they found out all the other superheroes are getting movies made after them. Except for the Flash. Yeah, I don't know. I like Teen Titans Go. It's cute. It's a fun little comedy show. You don't have to take it too seriously. You can just watch it. You pop in any random episode and just watch it. It's fine. I'll check out the movie when it comes out. I definitely want to hear Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Think that's real? Concept art?
Probably.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it looks like the blue boots.
I heard the costumes look bad in that movie. So.
Really?
Yeah, people who have seen the Justice League Mortal, what it looked like, said that the costumes look terrible.
Huh.
And that Superman one is just kind of, maybe that's the best one, because it doesn't look horrible.
How could that be the best one?
Yeah.
I want to see the rest. I got to see what Batman looked like.
I heard, if I remember correctly, I heard the Batman one was really bad. Because Armie Hammer would have been Batman,
Yeah.
which is good, pretty good casting. Was it Common was going to be Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Adam Brody was going to be
Flash.
Jay Baruchel was going to be the villain, Maxwell Lord. Again, they were going to have a random villain, like a kind of odd villain to start with. Maxwell Lord. He's pretty much just like Lex Luthor light.
Yeah, why not just do Lex Luthor?
Yeah. Who was playing Wonder Woman?
Doesn't matter what name you say. No one's going to know.
Talia al Ghul was in it as well. I can't remember. I don't know. Can't remember off the top of my head who was supposed to play who in that. But yeah, it just sounded like a weird... The thing I did like is when Adam Brody was on... He was on some show with Kevin Smith, one of his thousands of podcasts. And he was talking about what the movie would have been, what it was supposed to be. This was a couple years ago that the podcast came out, and then it was a couple years after quite a few years after they scrapped that movie and stuff. But he talked about what it would have been.
Yeah. And
the Flash stuff sounded interesting. It sounded like Flash would have been a very key role in the film, and I like that idea a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think they could do that for the next movie. Maybe just make Flashpoint Justice League .5 or something and just reboot the universe and
Yeah.
do Flashpoint as a Justice League movie, but where Flash is like, do Flashpoint like you did Civil War.
Yeah.
Where it's got all the other characters, but Flash is the guy, like he's the main guy, and it's definitely his story.
Make him not as stupid and bumbling.
Yeah.
Like, there's some like little things that just kind of, like when he's zipping around at the end, they're all fighting, and like he blasts through some of the parademons. He's like, "Oh, gross."
Yeah.
I'm like, do you really need to?
Yeah.
Why are you showing me this?
But for me, I liked how the moment in that I liked is the going from he was so happy, he's like, I did it kind of thing, the look on his face, to immediately like, oh, gross. Like he immediately flipped the switch of like, he was super excited about, being, helpful and effective and taking out all the parademons, and then immediately the realization's like, I'm covered in their just disgusting goo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the switch. I don't care. I didn't really care for the gross part of it or whatever. But that switch, I like that. Like the immediately switching back and forth, because that's the Flash. Like he's moving so fast that he sometimes has to slow down a little bit to go, oh fuck, I'm covered in
God,
parademon jizz.
Covered in parademon. Who is Steppenwolf?
That's the question. That's the theme of this episode this week.
Who is Steppenwolf?
Who the fuck is Steppenwolf?
Who is he?
He's Darkseid's uncle.
Say it again, because that's just baffling.
He's Darkseid's uncle.
And
That's
he
it.
got his own movie.
Yeah.
He's farting around the whole time.
Yeah. And New Gods is the family reunion.
Who would win in a fight, Steppenwolf or Vigo the Carpathian?
Probably just a fake painting of Vigo the Carpathian. Like a poster that you frame. Anyway, that was the last story. So good for Nicolas Cage. Good for Jason Todd. Good for Ava DuVernay.
Dude, Nicolas Cage should have played Steppenwolf.
Dude, that
would I would have been in. Like, I'm not even kidding, really.
Fucking locked in. All right. If you like this episode, do us a favor and subscribe to the Amazing Nerdiverse on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher app. And leave us a review. It's the most important thing you can do to help us out and help people find this show. If you're watching this on YouTube, like this video and subscribe to this channel. And leave a comment down below. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like. If you have your guesses of who Steppenwolf is. Share the show with your friends online on Facebook.com/TheAmazingNerdiverse. And we're on Instagram @AmazingNerdiverse. I've actually been adding that weird Mickey Mouse beatbox thing that you and Steven and Chris did to this section of the show. So if you hate that, let us know on Twitter.
Yeah, just let us know if you hate it. I don't care.
At Jeff_Grants. You're where you at?
I don't know. I'm at Who is Steppenwolf?
And we are at Nerdiverse Pod. And finally, go to theamazingnerdiverse.com for all that and be a little more. Until next time, I'm Jeff Grants.
I'm Steve Tugert.
Catch you right here next time in the Amazing Nerdiverse.
Who is Steppenwolf? Yo!
Steppenwolf went, yo!